Tina-nomad here. I am a subconscious optimizer, biohacker, and reprogrammer.
My name is Mateen. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Tina and to anybody looking to work with her.
I'm Jake Jervis, a professional footballer. Played for various teams on my career: Birmingham City, Luton Town, Plymouth. There's a few. I've recently did some work with Tina.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Samuel Ofori. I'm a professional footballer, and today I have a testimony to share.
It's your man Quintus McDonald, Penn State national champion, Indianapolis Colts, Ed Block Courage Award winner, retired San Francisco 49er.
Hello there, I'm Lindsay O'Neill. I am a TEDx speaker, I'm a business owner. I own two businesses, smallhinges.health and wellnesseternal.com.
My name is Barry O'Flanagan.
Hi guys, my name is Fatima. I live in Dubai.
Nomad, Scott Griswold here. Hey.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. When she first said, I can help you with your subconscious, I was like, what?
But I was constantly feeling like something was holding me back. And so I worked with Tina, with Nomad, to unlock my human potential.
I was having an anger issue. And this anger issue starts when I'm on the field and someone passes a bad comment to me. It triggers me a lot and I start to say bad words back. And sometimes when I'm also walking in somewhere and maybe there's a racial comment or something towards me, it also triggers me a lot. So I told her, hey, Tina, I just want to solve this anger issue. I just want to ignore all these negative comments about me. Then she was like, hey, there's no problem. Let me take you through this assessment.
I've recently did some work with Tina on some subconscious biohacking. Some really interesting stuff, really. Tapping into my subconscious, allowing me to look at some limiting beliefs that I had from when I was playing football previously.
Some deep-rooted stuff, deep-rooted stuff that we were able to clear up in just 2 sessions, 1 session each.
The target or the aim was to work on my public speaking fear. All my life, as much as I'm an extrovert person, I have this fear of, I had this fear of public speaking. And I think predominantly the real fear behind that public speaking was being vulnerable, being seen. And I'm the biggest judge and the critic of my own self. So standing in front of 50 to 100 people, I felt I lost control and I couldn't control the crowd, and then they would see who I really am and my vulnerability would kick in. And that's where the problem and the main issue was, and that's what I wanted to work with Christina.
At just the lowest of my lows, just really crippled with anxiety. I have been struggling with an eating disorder for over a decade, and it was just my breaking point.
I went to visit Tina because of my first session was about removing financial blockages. I'm never really kind of feeling free of whatever it was.
And what's fascinating is after a few UPWs and after a number of events, I didn't realize it, but I still had some work to do. Of course, we're always growing, we're always learning.
And when I began to realize what was going on and how it was helping me, all I had to do was trust her and listen to her. She's so logical and she's so good at explaining things that got even more powerful when we were doing the actual work.
By going into the library of my mind and finding areas that I needed to either access or I needed to address and heal from. So different trauma responses that were coming up that were blocking me from really living my best life and being the best I could possibly be, elevating my level of efficacy in terms of work output, in terms of how I act as a mother.
We had about 2 assessments, and I can testify and say that I've seen a lot of bigger changes in my life. Recently we played some games and people say bad words and I didn't interfere back. I ignore all those bad words. How
even in just the 2 sessions that I did, it allowed me to really overcome that, work with that, and really tap into something that wasn't, subconsciously I was aware of it, but something that is a real big tool for me that has allowed me to, on a day-to-day basis, to really focus on where I'm at, ground me. But on a professional level as well, it's allowed me to stop some of these beliefs that would come into my head, and naturally now, instead of the belief coming in, now it's kind of somewhat a distant memory where it's before it used to paint a picture, now it's kind of, as soon as it happens, it kind of just drifts by. It's really powerful stuff, so it's I can't just speak highly of it. So I think for professional athletes, it can definitely help for, like I say, limiting beliefs, anything, catastrophic thoughts, anything like this. I think it can really help going forward and you on the performance side. So I think it's something that's definitely worth doing. And
we had a couple of sessions together. She did an introduction, a preparation session, and then one that she targeted the judgment, and one that she targeted the fear itself. So I'm Persian, I grew up in a super judgmental community. It's embedded in our DNA. The society, the generations, the family, everything is just so deeply embedded. So I wanted the judgment to come out and to allow myself to be seen and to be vulnerable. So we attacked that on the second or the third session.
If you have an opportunity to have a conversation with this young lady, do yourself a favor. Take a call from her early in the morning while your mind and spirit is fresh.
So I reached out, and I am so grateful that I did. The work that we've done together over the past 2 months has just completely transformed the way that I think about my life. My issues with food are, I'm really excited to say, just not a thing anymore, which is huge for me. And I have just completely been able to reprogram the way that I think about my own capabilities, my direction, and where I want to go with my future.
Her approach was unique to each of my needs, and she made me not only feel comfortable but also safe throughout the entire session that I had with her. Tina used a different technique during our session, which helped me to achieve my goals for therapy.
I apparently have 6 sessions with Tina. I'm kind of nearly like, what else could get better? I feel more connected to myself, and if I can describe succinctly what she's done for us, one, I'm not sure what it is, but it's off the charts in a week. And the second is, I feel that, again, I won't go into it deep, and I had no idea this might happen, but I feel that my body has been removed of the shock that occurred to me as a young child. And I feel that prior to my meeting Tina and our session together, that I was really operating in the world as a 7-year-old maybe, as well as having the financial block and everything else.
And I got to thank you for radically expediting the process of getting that information into my subconscious mind. How freaking cool is that? And what I love is that you worked around my schedule. I love how we were able to do it remotely. After 3 sessions, we worked on completely annihilating limiting beliefs that I didn't really realize were still kind of lingering after other processes that I had already done. I thought that was so cool. Let's talk about the weight loss journey, right? So over the course of my life, I've constantly and consistently been working on weight loss. You gave me tips, tools, and strategies that I could apply and actually anchor into ensuring that I would get the results that I want. And I'm driven to have physical activity as a part of my life daily. And I'm just thankful for what you do.
So Tina-Nomad Higgins, she is the biohacker.
And I'm actually very grateful for the work that we've done together. So thank you, Tina.